In Alice Springs, Aboriginal residents living in town camps have found themselves in the national spotlight.
So I've lived here about at least 20 years plus, about 20 years, yeah.
And how have you seen it change in the time you've lived here?
It's got worse, to be honest.
Even the Prime Minister knows the conditions here are not up to scratch. In Harley's house, he's had to fight to get basic things fixed to make sure his family are safe.
We've got these locks installed by ourselves because with these doors, anyone can break into them. I had to go into the actual office and I kind of make threats for them to get it done, which I wasn't proud of, but I was proud of because my son thinks that their safety, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, safety first for all the kids.
The conditions of the 16 town camps where over 1,000 people live are varied, but the issues of disrepair, lack of essentials like power, water, sewerage and security have long been known. And for residents, their address often comes with stigma.
A couple of years ago, I was very ashamed to live from here because a lot of people would judge you straight away. They were like, oh, hey, Charles Creek, how shame job.
That shame could intensify in the wake of the alleged murder of Kumanjayi Little Baby, with calls to close down these locations.
The person accused of that murder did not live on a town camp. That is not what happened here. That person could have turned up to any house in Alice Springs. That is where they turned up. To blame town campers for poverty, to blame town campers for massive policy and social failures is not fair. Though that blame sits fair and squarely with government.
I won't stop until this place actually gets better. I could have easily moved out of here that many times, but I chose not to.
Despite being a fixture here in the Territory, town camps are still funded like they're temporary, heavily relying on one-off grants to get by. The day-to-day services here are provided by two Aboriginal community-controlled organisations, Kumanjayi Council and Community Housing Central Australia.
There are too many intersecting points in the general management of town camps. We should have a single organisation that takes responsibility and accountability for not just the day-to-day management of the housing in the town camps, but also the longer-term planning.
It's like a band-aid on a band-aid on a band-aid. They will not replace anything. It's like you got to beg, these people to come and do things for you. Yeah.
When did all of that start to go downhill?
When the Territory government took over the town camps.
The NT government took over the town camps during the 2007 intervention. In the past 5 years, it says it's invested $25 million in their upkeep.
We often hear about the amount of money that these services are given from the government of the day, no matter who's in charge. It's always the same old thing. They've got X amount of money to spend on town camps and communities, and we're not seeing it. We're not seeing anything change.
Residents I've spoken with are extremely frustrated with local organisations for delays in basic maintenance around the town camps. But those same organisations have told the ABC that they're hamstrung in what they're able to do by the NT government.
At the end of the day, these are public housing properties subject to the same issues and concerns and, generally lack of budget as all other public housing properties across the Territory.
While there's a lot of talk about how much is spent on housing for Indigenous people, the paper trail is incredibly complicated for the ABC to verify. Billions of dollars of federal funding has been promised, but it's impossible to say how much of it already has or will eventually improve homes here because of incomplete or delayed financial reporting, all the way from the federal and NT governments down to Kumanjayi Council.
Something like a door handle, that should be right up there as a priority because we got kids here. And as we've recently seen, unfortunately, tragic thing that's just happened to a little baby, And if this ain't going to change now, what's going to happen next?
Despite the challenges, in the community, hope persists.
This place respects me and like I said, there's a lot of these kids around here. I want to be down here for them, especially my sons that live here. I want them to grow up the way we did and if not better, definitely better. And one day we'll get there.
A long fight for a fair future. Dana Morse, ABC News.